everybody, it's Blackmetalwerewolf making a brand new video for you this week. And today I want to do something a little different. You see, over the past couple weeks I have had a handful of people messaging me about this topic, wanting me to do a video on it. So I figured, hey, what the hell, the people are asking for it, may as well give them what they want. And that subject is tattoos. Now, I know that's not necessarily metal related, but it is still something I like talking about, and as you can see I have a handful of tattoos and people just want to get my opinion on it. So may as well get down to some tattoo talk. So before I get everything going here, I just want to make it very clear that by no means am I an expert in tattoos. I just think tattoos are really cool and I enjoy getting them. So in this video, I'm just going to be talking about the tattoos I have, the ones I really want to get, and some of my opinions on the whole subject of tattooing. So I may as well get things started by talking about the tattoos that I currently have. So I'll start on my left arm here. So right up top here on my left arm, I have my Wolfman tattoo. Right below that, I have Tarman, which is one of the zombies from the movie The Return of the Living Dead, one of my favorite zombie movies. And then right beside that, on the inside of my arm, I have The Thing. And of course, if you watch any of my videos, I talk about The Thing all the fucking time, which is one of my favorite horror movies. Then of course, on my right arm here, I got my big ass Necronomicon. Right below that, I have Michael Myers, and then on the inside of my right wrist here, I have the thorn symbol, which Michael Myers has in the movie Halloween 6. And then down on my right leg, I have the sign of the hammer from Manowar, which was actually the very first tattoo that I ever got. So as you can tell from the tattoos that I just ran down here, I'm a very big fan of horror movies, and I'm a very big fan of horror tattoos. A lot of people, when I get a tattoo, always assume that I'm going to be getting like a band or a metal tattoo. Now, I don't necessarily have an issue with getting metal tattoos. It's just, they're not my top priority. I am far, far more interested in getting horror tattoos. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I was actually into horror movies long before I ever got into heavy metal. So I really do think that horror movies just had more of an impact on my life, and I just think that the art from horror movies and the images make better tattoos than metal tattoos. Now, don't get me wrong, I do indeed plan on getting metal tattoos. For example, the one on my leg is a Manowar tattoo. It was a relatively small one that I just wanted to get to see if I could like handle the pain of getting a tattoo. Because everyone was always telling me about how fucking painful they are. So I'm like, okay, I'll get a small one, a basic design that it would be pretty hard to fuck up. And they did a good job on it, and I like having it, so that's cool. If I want to get more metal tattoos in the future, if I was going to get any, I do want to get an Iron Maiden tattoo. I would never get more than one Iron Maiden tattoo, so that's why I'm having such a hard time deciding which one to get. Because I want to get like an Eddie, right? Because Eddie's just such a badass. But I have such conflict of deciding which Eddie I want to get. I know I want to get Fear of the Dark, but I also want to get the Resurrection of Benjamin Brieg. But the new Iron Maiden tour, they have Eddie as the Beast, and that design is so cool that I consider it tattoo-worthy. So like I said, I never want to get more than one Eddie tattoo. Now I just kind of have to decide which Eddie tattoo I want to get. I'm also considering getting a corpse paint tattoo, as in I want to get some of my favorite black metal artists and get like their corpse paint designs and then kind of get like a section with them all kind of mashed up into an area. Like I kind of want to draw it out myself, but I'm not very good at drawing, so I don't really know how well that will turn out or if I will end up ever getting it. It's just an idea in my head, and the way I figure it is if I don't 100% want it on my body, then I'm not going to get it. So I might put some thought into it, but just because I'm putting thought into it doesn't mean I'm ever going to fucking get it. So those are the tattoos that I currently have, and my kind of opinion on metal tattoos. I do definitely want to get more tattoos, and they're pretty much all going to be horror related. For example, I know in my head the very next tattoo I want to get. I don't know when I'm going to get it, but when I do eventually get a next tattoo, I know what it's going to be. I want to get the jack-o'-lantern that's at the end of Halloween 6. Like the final shot that like after like it reveals that Michael Myers isn't dead and then it like goes into that shot of the jack-o'-lantern. I absolutely love that design, and even last Halloween I carved that into a pumpkin just because I thought it was so cool. So I know I'm going to get that. When I'm going to get it, I have no idea, but I want to get it right above my Necronomicon because I think that's a good place to be able to get that jack-o'-lantern tattoo. For a tattoo after that, I really want to get Sam from Trick or Treat, because a little while ago I picked up the Scream Factory edition of the Trick or Treat Blu-ray, and just the art on the cover of it is so amazing, and I love the design of Sam they have on it. It just looks so awesome, and once again, I see it, I would say that is such an amazing design, and Sam is one of my favorite horror characters. I would like to get that on my body. And if I were to get that anywhere, I would most likely get it in this area right here beside my Michael Myers. I don't know really why I want to get there, I just think it would look really good there. If I'm thinking of getting any more horror tattoos, I'm considering getting a Jason Voorhees like hockey mask, or if I can find someone who can do like a really good, like more like a head and shoulder kind of Voorhees kind of thing, then I might get that. You know, once again, where I would get it, I have no fucking clue. I've also kind of considered maybe getting like some sort of like a zombie or a werewolf bite like on my shoulder here. I think it would look kind of cool. A lot of people wouldn't see it, but I just think it would look really badass on me. Now, the tattoo after that I want to get, I know so many people are going to make fun of me for this because they're going to think it's so stupid, but it's something that I really want to get. Because like in my last video when I talked about how much I'm actually a believer in Sasquatch, I want to get a fucking Sasquatch tattoo. I know people are going to see that and think that's so fucking stupid, but it's something that I like. Where I would get it on the outside of my left leg. For several reasons, mostly because I just think they would look really good there. Essentially what I would do is I'd just get like a black silhouette of a Sasquatch, probably like the walking thing, because I just think that'd look really cool. And another reason why I'd get it on my leg is because a lot of people don't know this about me, but I have like really fucking hairy legs. So of course they would shave me down and do the tattoo, but once the hair grows back on my legs, I think it would give it a really cool 3D effect. So those are pretty much the main tattoos I want to get. There are some other ones. For example, I want to get a few Simpsons tattoos because I'm just such a colossal fan of The Simpsons. Before I've talked about wanting to get the tattoo that Grandpa Simpson has on his arm, the flying hellfish. I was originally going to get it on my right arm, but then I figured that I think my arms would just look better with horror tattoos on them. So I would get it. Where I would get it, I don't really know. Once again, something really to consider. Another Simpsons tattoo I'd like to get is the stonecutter symbol. If I was ever going to get that, I would either get it on my right wrist or my ass cheek, the way Homer has it. Once again, because I think that'd be funny, and I think a lot of Simpsons fans would really appreciate the reference. Other than that, I would like to get some of the Simpsons Halloween episodes characters tattooed on me. For example, I'd like to get Kang and Kodos tattooed on me. I'd probably get that on my thigh. And there are a few other images from the Halloween episodes that I think would look pretty cool as a tattoo. Once again, it's all about when I would get them, where I would get them, and if I can find the right artist to do a good job with them. Now that I've talked about the tattoos that I have and where I want to get them, let's talk about where I would never get a tattoo. So I've pretty much made a promise to myself. There are a few areas of my body that I will never get a tattoo, and they are my face, my neck, my hands, and my penis. So the face and neck for me are pretty obvious reasons why I wouldn't get them there. As for my neck, it's because most people, even myself, don't even see my neck on a regular basis. With my beard and my long hair, my neck is pretty much covered. So it doesn't really seem worth the time, the effort, and the money to get something that I won't even personally see. My face, the way I view face tattoos is the same way I view piercings, as in I think they look a lot better on women than they do on men. I think very few men can pull off a face tattoo or a piercing. And out of the few men that can make them look good, I am well aware that I am not one of them. Like, I'm already ugly enough. The last thing I need is some tattoo on my face that doesn't match and just make me look even fucking uglier. As for my hands, my understanding of tattoos is that they can fade and wear out in high traffic body parts, as in body parts that get a lot of use. You know, if you're constantly rubbing them and moving them around, they will eventually fade and wear. So, you know, I use my hands all the time. I work with my hands every day. It doesn't seem worth the time and effort. It's something that's just going to fade and wear out relatively quickly. And the reason I wouldn't get one on my penis is because I would assume that would be incredibly fucking painful, and I can't imagine anything funny that would make sense for me to get tattooed on my penis. But of course, my opinion on all of this isn't going to stop someone from getting a tattoo that they really like. Like I said, you know, I wouldn't get tattoos on my face, my neck, or my hands, or my junk. You know, that's totally up to you where you want to get your tattoos. I just wouldn't get them on me because, like, I just don't think they would look good on me. Like, once again, you know, I think some people look great with face tattoos. For example, the girl that has done the majority of my tattoos, she has done 4 of mine. She has face tattoos, and I think they look amazing on her because she can totally pull them off. I'm just well aware that they would not look good on me. Now, I just said I wouldn't get a tattoo on my face or my neck, but I always made a joke that if I ever started to develop male pattern baldness, I would just be one of those guys that just said, fuck it, and I would just shave my head. I don't want to be one of those guys that just clings on to whatever scraps are left on my head. If it starts to happen, you know, fuck it, I'm just going to shave my head. And with that being said, I've always joked that if I ever had to shave my head, I might get like a funny head tattoo. Or maybe a serious head tattoo. I don't know, I always joked about it. Sometimes I take it seriously, sometimes I don't. It's just one of those things that, what the fuck would I ever get tattooed on my head? Now, I know that there are a handful of people who watch my channel who are considerably younger, as in below the age of 18, and some of them are, I'm willing to bet, are interested in getting tattoos. So if I can give anyone any advice when it comes to the subject of tattoos, I do have a few pieces of advice. If you're going to get one, I suggest starting relatively small, mostly because some people, like, there is pain associated with getting a tattoo. Personally, I don't think it hurts that much, because I remember when I got my first tattoo, so many people were telling me, like, the pain is so excruciating, it hurts so much, like, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to take it. And then when I sat down and I got my tattoo done, like, yeah, it did hurt, but not to the insane amount that some people were fucking making it out to be. Maybe that's just because I have a higher tolerance for pain, but I really don't think my tolerance for pain is above the average of anybody else. So, but, you know, everyone's pain tolerance is different. I know someone who went to get a tattoo, and they passed out like 3 times in the chair and they threw up because they couldn't take the pain. They essentially went into shock. Their pain tolerance must have been considerably lower than mine. So if you're going to get one, I suggest getting something small just in case you can't take the pain. Not saying that, you know, you will fucking tap out after, you know, 40 seconds, but there is a possibility that you just might not be able to take the pain. So just keep that in mind. Don't go into it thinking you're going to get a gigantic back piece, because I think that'd be pretty foolish. And, you know, what if you start getting it and you can't take the pain? Next thing you know, you have some half-finished or not even half-finished thing on your fucking back that doesn't look good, and then you're stuck with that the rest of your life. Another piece of advice I can give anyone who's relatively younger, personally, my view is I don't think you should get a tattoo until you're at least 21. And the reason why I say that is because what you think is cool and what you want to get as a tattoo when you're 15 or 16, I can almost guarantee you that is not what you're going to want to get when you're 21, and there's a possibility you're going to fucking regret it. Because I remember when I was like 15 and 16, I was thinking, I'm going to get all these tattoos, and I want to get this one, and I want to get that one. And by the time I finally got my first one, I was like, I am so fucking glad I didn't get those fucking tattoos, because I would seriously have regretted having that shit on my body. So I would say by the age of 21, you're pretty much set in your ways as to what you like and what you want to get. And the chances of your mind drastically changing past that point, I would say, you know, drastically decreases. Because, you know, once again, like, if I would've got a tattoo when I was 15, I think by the age of 18, I would've been like, why the fuck did I get that on my body? And then by the time I was 21, I would have been considering them getting them removed, as in paying that price and dealing with that fucking pain of getting tattoos like that removed. So, you know, I know not a lot of people are going to agree with the advice I just gave you. Personally, I think that's the best advice I can give someone when it comes to getting tattoos. I understand, you know, tattoos are a very big thing right now, and a lot of people want to get them. A lot of people want to show off this cool art you can get on your body. But just because you want to get it doesn't mean you shouldn't wait. Just, you know, make the right choices. It's going to be on your body forever, and if you want to get it removed, from what I hear, let's say you get a $200 tattoo, it costs at least $400 to get it removed, and from what I hear, it's like 10 times as fucking painful. So just keep that in mind before you get a tattoo. That's the best advice I can give anybody who is younger and who is considering getting one. So that's pretty much all I have to say on this subject, but of course I'd like to get your guys' opinion on all of this. Do you like tattoos, or are you strictly against tattoos? Do you have some and you want to get some, or are you covered in them? I'd like to get to know your guys' tattoos and or the tattoos ideas that you guys have for your own body. And of course, if there's some people who are more experienced in the world of tattoos, please give your stories and advice and experiences. I'm sure there are some younger people who are considering getting them who would like to hear all of this. The more stories and experiences we share, the better it is for everybody. So please just throw your opinions, advice, your comments down in the comment section below. I would like to know, and I'm sure plenty of other people would like to know too. So that's it for today's video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, but leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of today's video, checking out some of my past videos, and sharing them with a few of your friends while you're at it. If you want to keep up with me on a more daily basis, you can follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I also have a P.O. box open. All of that info is down in the description. I also have a handful of patches left for sale, so if you'd like to get your very own, you can click right over here. There's also a link down in the description. Overall, thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to stay brutal.